Now, I wonder why they decided to interview us right here in this wonderful spot in the library.
Well, it's a great spot, isn't it?
I've never been here, but it's an amazing space. I mean,
Incredible map room. This thing is awesome.
you know, it's pretty interesting, the symbolism, you know, when you think about it. You know, having a compass, having a direction.
I think so.
What do you think, Alberta?
Oh, I think so. And I loved it. When you think of the state of Florida, there's so many ways and roads and paths that we've all passed, and this map room really reminds you of journeys.
Yeah, I think you're right. And sometimes there isn't a destination.
That's
Sometimes
right.
it's all about the journey.
Yeah.
So when I think about Northeast Florida and Jacksonville and why we love it so much, it begins to make it really clear to us that it's all about the journey.
Did you bring your book with you?
I did. In fact, the book I'm reading now, and it's one of my favorites, is The Speed of Trust. And it talks about how trust is the one thing that changes everything. I love this book.
Very good one. Well, it's interesting.
What for you, David?
Yeah, so I brought The Alchemist, the story of a shepherd boy who, in his journey to reaching his potential, embracing his dreams, and thinking about where we are in the map room, the whole idea of a journey, and the steps taken along the way, facing adversity, and what we do with that, to me, always resonates, because it's very easy to get caught in this idea like things are happening to me, instead of, okay, this is the situation, how do I turn it into what I want it to be, and how do I overcome obstacles, not be the victim of obstacles.
That's
so
awesome.
Love it.
I love that book as well.
Well, my favorite book is Cross Creek by Marjorie Kinnan Rollins. And Marjorie Kinnan Rollins wrote the book The Yearling that was so popular years back, but it had such a great story around Cross Creek, which is near Ocala. And I like it so much because I love Florida, and I know all of you do. And when I think of Florida, I don't think of Miami Beach. I think around Cross Creek and Ocala, the moss-covered trees.
Wow.
And
Northeast Florida.
yeah,
really.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the palmettos and the piney woods.
I'm just curious about one thing, the role community has played and other people have played in that journey. You talk about Leadership Jacksonville, bringing great people together and trying to have, create that sense of community and responsibility and understand community trusteeship.
Well, when I think about it, Leadership Jacksonville is probably one of the very few components that I look back on that helped me really understand Jacksonville and see it for all of its beauty, and then understand how to make it even better. Leadership Jacksonville helped expose all the things that are great about it and things that are not so great about it. And then it brought together all of these leaders who are committed to a community, and this community, of course, as stewards, and taught us how to be able to get plugged in wherever we wanted to participate. And that's what I love about Jacksonville now. You can pull up to any table and be able to make Jacksonville even greater than what it is today, if that's important to you. And I love that.
What about you, Alberta?
I think in terms of community, it's been such a blessing as I've grown and in Jacksonville be exposed. It's changed me.
I think it makes us all better.
Yeah.
Part of the program itself, and is there's an intentionality to try to get diversity, get different people from different places, get us out of our bubbles, wherever those are. And I think that richness is important.
And I think one of the things that we've all encountered is how much Leadership Jacksonville has been a part of our journey to really for me, it was really opened up a lot of pathways. I thought I knew Jacksonville till I had that experience.
Now, when I think about it, I came in leadership Jacksonville 2000, and so we're the best class for obvious reasons. We actually solved Y2K, which is excellent.
there you go.
I was
And
wondering where that came from.
you know,
it just happened.
when
None
you
of us
think
knew.
about it, there were no issues, and it was because of leadership Jacksonville 2000 class.
Well, there you
That
go.
that was what we were charged to do.
Huh, that's interesting because actually 2008, at the bottom of the recession, we really were involved in our class in changing that trajectory and getting
love
us
it.
out of that. A lot of people, it's not as common knowledge as you would think.
That makes you the second best class.
Well, there are some very good classes.
Well, as in 1993, I was really lucky to get in on my second try. And then it's just a very much of a changing for me. I don't think I would have ever run for city council if I hadn't had that experience.
What does fun look like to you? How do you spend your time with your families being able to have fun?
I can tell you for me, I love the outdoors, and Jacksonville's a great place. We do have climate, the climate changes, and being able to go to the beach, being able to be on the river, the water, the parks. There are all these things that most people, they go on their normal path, and I like exploring and finding different things.
I love the Equestrian Center and the recreation piece that's out on the west side. It was part of the Better Jacksonville plan, one of the things that was funded. And they have hunter jumper shows. They're going to have barrel races. They have dog agility.
You ride horses?
I have in the past. I'm not a current rider, but I grew up riding horses. It's really fun.
I love the arts and culture and how many wonderful shows, from musicals to theatrical plays to
about Art Walk?
concerts, etc. Art Walk. I mean, it
There's
is
really
amazing.
any night of the week you can find something. It's amazing, isn't it?
That wasn't what you would find 30 years ago.
I know.
No.
So, Jacksonville used to be
Now
that.
you have to choose.
I know, it used to be that city that went to sleep at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And not anymore. I mean, now we have many things. But I'm telling you, just the types of things that and people you get to interact with throughout this city now is truly amazing.